Hey everyone, Rush the Zeppelin here once again. So today it looks like we've lost a pretty major battle in terms of the war for free speech on the internet. In case you haven't seen the headline, tech giants vow to tackle online hate speech within 24 hours. U.S. internet giants Facebook, Twitter, Google, and Microsoft pledged to tackle online hate speech in less than 24 hours as part of a joint commitment with the European Union to combat the use of social media by terrorists. Beyond national laws that criminalize hate speech, there is a need to ensure such activity by internet users is expeditiously reviewed by online intermediaries and social media platforms upon receipt of valid notification in an appropriate time frame, the companies and European Commission said in a joint statement on Tuesday. The code of conduct arrives as Europe comes to terms with the bloody attacks in Paris and Brussels by Islamic State, which has used the web and social media to spread its message of hate against its enemies. The companies said it remains a challenge to strike the right balance between freedom of expression and hate speech in the self-generated content on online platforms. We remain committed to letting the tweets flow, said Twitter's head of public policy for Europe, Karen White, in the statement. However, there is a clear distinction between freedom of expression and conduct that incites violence and hate. A French Jewish youth group, UEJF, sued Twitter, Facebook, and Google in Paris this month over how they monitor hate speech on the web. In the course of about 6 weeks in April and May, members of French anti-discrimination groups flagged unambiguous hate speech that they said promoted racism, homophobia, or anti-Semitism. More than 90% of the posts pointed out to Twitter and YouTube remained online within 15 days on average following requests for removal. According to the study by EUJF, SOS Racisme, and SOS Homophobie, within a global community of 1.6 billion people, we work hard to balance giving people the power to express themselves whilst ensuring we provide a respectful environment, said Monica Bickert, head of global policy at Facebook, in the statement. There's no place for hate speech on Facebook. So I touched upon this in one of my previous videos having to do with Aviliance banning from YouTube, but let me basically reiterate where I stand as far as free speech goes. It is not there to protect the views that everybody agrees with. It is not there to protect the views of the majority. Those views are already protected in their own right. It is, in fact, there to protect the views that not everybody agrees with, the views of the minority, and yes, even hate speech, which, in my view, is a extremely ambiguous term. And yes, that even includes views such as espousing ideas of the Nazi Party, the ideas of the Islamic State. However, I do think there are better ways to deal with the Islamic State and their presence online, specifically with being able to recruit. And that is going after them whenever they have specific calls of inciting violence. If they do that, they are not protected by free speech. They are trying to induce harm upon others. Basically, what my worry with this is that this is going to be taken much, much further than going out after the Islamic State. In specific, I think this could be used, for example, on groups such as Immigrants, MGTOWs, and Red Pillars. Feminists often espouse that these particular groups are basically putting out hate speech. And of course, very ambiguous wording on their definition of hate speech. This could also be used to go after conservatives as well, specifically whenever someone espouses their views on, say, abortion, gun rights, or even immigration issues. So I know I'm going to receive probably a lot of flack on this below, but I'd really like for y'all to comment. As always, like, share, and subscribe. And this is Rush the Zeppelin signing out.